welcome to another video here at Rick Shaves. Alright guys, so before I forget, don't you forget to like the video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell notification to be alerted to all future videos that I post. With that being said, let me go ahead and get into this very special shave I got today here. Now what am I using? As you saw from the thumbnail and the title of the video, I am going to be using some Old Spice, vintage Old Spice, guys, and it is I couldn't tell you how old it is. I had it for a few years, but when I bought it, I know it was pretty old. I would have to go back and look up and see how old it is. But anyways, guys, so this shave is dedicated to all of you who comment, who subscribe, who support the channel, and help me to get to over 100 subscribers. I really do appreciate it. This is a great community, the wet shaving community. I love it absolutely to death. But you know, guys, again, this is for y'all. This is kind of an appreciation shave. I do not use these products at all. They're more or less just kind of collectibles that I bought on eBay, but you know, I'm gonna use them for y'all for this shave. And let me go ahead and show you what those are. So this is the Old Spice, the old vintage mug that used to come in, and I believe it was it the Shulton? And here's the cap. Now my understanding is that this is actually harder to find than this. So that's kind of weird, but here it is intact, and it looks actually in pretty good shape. So yeah, my understanding that this is actually harder to find than these mugs. So, and here it is. Here's the soap in here. I'm gonna try and angle it so you can see that little ship in there. That is the vintage Old Spice soap, and actually still smells. I can smell just a little bit of the soap smell. It yeah, it has just a little bit of a soapy smell to it. Not too much. I mean, guys, this thing is decades old probably, and you know, but look at the cup. It is in beautiful condition. The writing on there is still in good. You can see the ships really good on there. That's rare because some of them I think I have a couple of these, and some of them are not as in pristine condition as this one, but this is in its own little box and everything. So let me show you the box here. See, that's what it's been sitting in, this Old Spice box right here. And there it is. Shulton is the old vintage Old Spice. You know, that just kind of takes me back, or it doesn't take me back, but it's kind of like a time travel thing. I always refer to, when I use vintage products, it's like traveling back in time. And you know, these things have been in circulation for a long time. Who owned them before, or where did it come from? Now I think these particular ones were new old stock, so they had never been owned by anyone, and of course you're going to pay a little bit more when you do that, but you know, they are out there, and there will become fewer and fewer as time goes on. Let me show you this decanter here. This is actually an Old Spice decanter, and I'm going to do a quick sniff test because, you know, I want to see if there's a difference between this one, and it just pops off there. I mean, it's a little lantern shaped thing here. Still smells like Old Spice, but let me see if there's a difference between that one and, say, like this one here. Yeah, I can smell a little bit of a difference. This one smells sweeter. The other one smells a little bit more, just kind of just a little less sweet notes than the newer version. So this right here, I don't know what year it's from. I think, if I remember correctly, it may have been somewhere in the 80s, maybe the 70s. So if anybody knows, comment down below, let me know. If you know when the Old Spice Lantern decanter was available. And here's the box for that one too. I have a box for it as well. And boxes are actually in still pretty good condition. You know, Aftershave lotion, 6 ounces. Again, I don't use these very often. They're more just kind of collectors type things, and maybe something I'll pass down to my son or something like that. But that's going to be the vintage soap, guys. And of course, if I'm using vintage soap, I have to use a vintage razor. And here is the Gem Junior. This is a very, very nice razor I found on eBay for like 12 bucks. I mean, you can find these really cheap. I found one in a thrift store. I think I showed that to you on another video. Same one. I still haven't cleaned it yet. I still haven't got around to cleaning it yet. Same one as this one. This one I cleaned, but you can see the difference after I cleaned it compared to this one. $10 or $11 or something like that in a kind of like an antique or thrift store kind of thing. But I have a single edge blade in there. And those of you who are not familiar with these, let me show you. This just pops up. You gotta be real careful. Now that razor blade in there, don't be fooled. That is not the same type of razor blade you buy at like the hardware store to you know, cut open boxes or do any kind of straight edge stuff. This is a special shaving style one. Even though it may look like the ones from the hardware store, do not try to use one of those on here. The sharpness just isn't the same. You will really wish you weren't a man that day if you do. You know, because you're going to really hurt your face. So anyways, that's the razor, the Gem Junior. I think they started producing those somewhere around maybe the 1940s, somewhere in there. Again, fact check me, guys. Comment down below if you know when they start making the Gem Junior razors. Okay, the brush, I don't have a vintage brush, guys, and my animal hair ones are packed up. I didn't want to get them out. So this is my chest piece from Turn and Shave. Really inexpensive brush, about $10. There's an Etsy store for it. Really affordable. Their most affordable brush, but it's a synthetic brush, and of course, you know, I love synthetics, so I'm gonna use that today. All right, guys, so that is the shave. This is for y'all. You know, my appreciation to all of you. I'm gonna use my collectible vintage stuff to do this shave today. This is going to do 2 passes as normal, guys. All right, enough talking. Let's get into the actual shave. Already did my pre-shave routine of taking a shower. And now I'm just going to wet the face, re-wet. I got about 3 days worth of growth here. So, hey guys, if you like that welcome to Rick Shaves video, the one where I used the Reface app and put my face on a bunch of like classic, you know, macho men kind of characters, and did a short video on that. You know, give it a like. Definitely go show that video some love. Okay, here we go, guys. I'm going to wet the brush a little bit more, and let's see if this even lathers up. Hey, look at that. It's lathering up. Actually, still smells a little bit like soap. I'm not expecting anything really great from this. We'll see. We'll see how it performs. I have no idea. I think I may have used this years ago when I first got it. to try it out, and it worked. I don't remember what it shaved like though. That was years ago. I mean, it's lathering pretty good, guys. For some really vintage old soap. I mean, again, doesn't really have a smell to it. It just kind of has a very faint soap smell, like light soapy smell. But that's probably to be expected from all the years of. Just hope my face doesn't start to rot off or something. All right, look at that. Vintage Old Spice, guys. That is crazy. Look at that. Look at that. That's crazy. Oh, man. All right, guys. So the next one will be 200, I guess, right? 200. That's what we're going to shoot for now. 200. It's possible. It's possible. You know, I'm not that present on social media anymore. Well, especially now, you know, the whole Elon Musk thing. Yeah, he bought Twitter and all that, and take a little while for it to go into effect, but we'll see what happens. Who knows? You know, there are definitely some people that are happy, and there are definitely some people that aren't happy. All right, guys, let's try and see if we can do this. I haven't used one of these in years either, so I'm a little nervous that I don't cut myself too bad. But if I remember correctly, the angle is already there. We just have to. Just have to position it right where the angle is, and well, that worked. There it is. And what's good about this one, see, it collects a lot of it on the bottom, so you know you can do a little bit more with it than, you know, probably a regular razor, obviously. But you know, it's still single edge, so you're gonna have to rinse it out a little bit more frequently than a double edge, obviously. Now I would say that there is a difference in the blade feel between a double edge razor and this one. This one's obviously a little bit more thicker. So if you do have really sensitive skin, this might not be good for you. This one might not be a good one for you. It should be okay for me. I'm only doing 2 passes, like I said. So I'll tell you this. Let me test some of the slickness, see if there's any slick. Dude, there is still slickness in this soap. Wow. I know I'm being giddy like a schoolgirl here, but it's just because I'm so amazed that this soap, after all these years, still works. You know? And I get to shave with something very similar to probably something that like my grandfather was shaved with. You know, I only knew one of my grandfathers. And my other one, my dad's dad, he died when my dad was about 10. So I never got to meet him. Apparently he was a really good guy though. Really good dad. And, you know, I would agree because my dad's a pretty good guy, so. My mom's dad, I knew him. He was a good guy. He used to take me fishing a lot over there in Port Isabel. They lived kind of in that Rio Grande Valley area, so it wasn't a far drive to the coast from where they were. All right, not bad, guys. I've really got to not push it so much on some of these areas here. Let's see how it does under the nose, though. Not the greatest. This part is getting in the way here. A little tuggy, too. Yeah, I knew him not well. My mom's dad, my grandfather on my mom's side. I didn't know him super well because, you know, we only would see them maybe 2-3 times a year, if that. So a lot of our summer vacations, we go down there to the Rio Grande Valley area, whereas we just called it the Valley. And, you know, it was a hell of a drive. It was like 4 hours just to get there. So, almost like the distance it would take me to get to, like, Dallas. Okay, first pass done. I didn't want to push it too much on this area. Because I can tell that is a that razor blade. It'll cut, but it's not the smoothest cut for me. I mean, maybe guys who have thicker, coarser beards can pick that up and be like, "Oh, it works so good." But for me, it cuts. But it's not as smooth as like a safety razor. Hell, it's not even as smooth as my cartridge razors either. So I can see why they didn't really last that long, and they definitely they kind of redesigned. I mean, not that they didn't last that long; they lasted quite a while. But I see why people got other options than these. Look at that. Pass number 2. One probably cost. I don't know how much one of these would have costed back, you know, in its heyday. And then when they came out with the injector razors, those kind of replaced these. But you can still buy blades for them if you find a good one online and you want to try it out. You know, I'm never going to stop anyone from that. I'm just going to give you my opinion on it. You know, I would tell you if you have sensitive skin, it probably wouldn't be one that you're going to want. Okay, cross grain. I'm just going to go in from here. Definitely a very light touch. You're not going to want to press very hard with this. But yeah, guys. Again, thank you each and every one of you who got me here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for all the support. You can follow me also on Instagram. I don't post a whole lot over there. Again, I don't do a lot of social media. Some of y'all I may actually even be friends with on Facebook. And if I am friends with you, go ahead and drop me a hi every once in a while. I don't check it every day, but I do respond to everybody who mentions me, a comment or something like that. And I don't have a page or anything on there. Oh yeah, I'm already. I already got some little weepers. I got pretty good though. I have to say that. Can't complain about the closeness. See, I can get under my nose really good with this cross grain. So that's a good thing. Okay, I'm just gonna do a upward pass on my neck here very carefully, because I think I already got some weepers just doing the downward pass. That's another thing, guys. Stretch your skin. Allows the blade to have as much contact with the surface of your skin and your beard as possible. Okay. So far, so good. I mean, it's not too bad of a shave. Doesn't really feel super uncomfortable or anything. I just know that it's shaving. It is cutting the hair. Apparently, a little extra. I mean, it's really close though. That's the good thing. Let's see here, I'm just gonna wet this a little. I'm not gonna do against the, I'm gonna do a little cleanup pass, but I'm not going to do it normally like when I try to get closer. I'm just gonna do another like with the grain kind of pass here. Just because I do not really want to hurt that area or hurt my neck area. This should get it though, pretty good. I mean, it's really close and presentable looking, so. See, I already see a weeper there. But wow, yeah, no, it got it though. All right, we're good. I'm done. 2 passes, guys. That's all I need. Again, if you've been watching me for a while, you know I usually do 2 passes and I'm good. Now, as usual, I will do a cold water rinse. That water's nice and cold. Well, guys, I guess it is officially spring. We've been having some rain here, and I gotta get the yard guy to come cut the grass because it is very unruly. Much like the hair on my head can get when I don't shave for a week. Okay. Wow. Great shave. Yeah, guys, hey, real quick, if we are friends on Facebook, give me a hi every once in a while. I'm sure you're going to know if we are or not. This isn't a, like, gigantic community, you know, so a lot of times if I get friend requests and I see that you're friends with other people in the wet shaving community, I usually accept them. Just because I know that most of the people in the community are pretty good people, pretty good solid people. So, you know, I have like Paul H, Ken Surfs, you know, they're all listed as, you know, they're bigger YouTubers, obviously, but of course, maybe one day, this guy right here, I'll be up there with him. You know, they're way more interesting channels, and you know, Paul H has that great English accent, you know, that he's from Wales, I think, and Ken Surf has just great stories, and he's got a great voice, and Sinatra Lennon as well. He's just, you know, that voice and just kind of how he does his stuff. You know, it's just really amazing. So here it is, guys, the aftershave here. Really good shave. I mean, it's pretty close. And so I'm going to see how much... oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that smells different. That smells different than the Old Spice. Oh, God. Hope it's not like gasoline. Oh, wow. Little sting. Not much, but... oh, that's a different smell. That is a completely different smell than that new stuff. Wow. I put quite a bit too. Oh, it still smells good after all these years. That smell takes me back in time. That'd be the time period in which it was pinnacle Old Spice. Stuff my grandfather wore. Stuff my grandfather would have probably shaved with. Nice. Great smell. Wow. Great shave too. It wasn't too bad. Looks like those weepers pretty much closed up for the most part. You know, here or there. I may have to put some aftershave balm on to kind of cool any irritation I may get. But, oh man, my face feels really smooth and soft. So that... love that smell, guys. Let's go ahead and recap real quick. Again, guys, this is for y'all appreciation. Thank you so much for 100 subscribers. The Gem Jr. Anybody knows what year, let me know. Single edge razor. Really, I mean, it's not bad. It's not really for me. I wouldn't use this all the time. Definitely for certain special occasions. Again, I like to collect a lot of these things just to have them, just because they're collector's items. They're old, you know, and you never know. I never know. I like to be able to pull something out like that and use it every once in a while, even if it's not like the greatest thing to use in the world. It's just something different, and I can show it here on the channel. Now here's this bad boy right here. Still lather. Did you see that lather? And how it pretty much held up the whole time, you know? Yeah, it doesn't really smell anymore. But, I mean, it still works. And it was slick. I couldn't believe how slick it was. It was like, wow. You know, so it may have lost the potency of its smell, but the lather, guys, you know, hey, I still some in there. The turn and shave brush, the chest piece brush here I use, synthetic, worked great, you know. So again, really inexpensive brush. And then the piece de resistance is the Old Spice Aftershave, and this is in the Lantern decanter. If anyone knows what year these were coming out, or you know when they first came out, or you know between this year and this year, they made these. Let me know in the comments section below. You guys know who you are, the ones who are good at this stuff, you wet shaving Jedi masters, you out there. I am still but a Padawan to you guys out there that know this stuff way more than I do. Okay, guys, well, that is the shave. Again, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, each and every one of you who has subscribed to the channel. We are still going to try and grow this channel, and I'm still going to be putting out some videos. Spring is in the air, so I got a bunch of different scents that I want to get out and use, and summer is right around the corner, so got a bunch of different soaps to show you for that too. I'm a seasonal kind of guy. That's kind of like my thing, you know. I like following the seasons, you know. So all right, guys, again, thank you very much. If you like this video, hit the like button, comment down below, subscribe to the channel. That's the best thing you could do. And hit the bell notification. That way you can be alerted to videos like this that I post. Okay, guys, I will see you on the next one. Take care.